Okay, so I'm going to show you two different ways of doing a Collagraph. The first one I'm going to show you is basically just cutting into cardboard and then printing off of that. The second way is a kind of a truer Collagraph where you're actually layering it up with different materials and stuff. The first thing I do for both of them is to cover the backside of an image in graphite and then trace it on. This board is literally just the same stuff as you get on the back of your sketchbooks. So if you get any old sketchbooks laying around, as well as obviously pilfering the leftover paper, you can take the back of it as well and use that as a resource. Right, now the next step is to cut out all the bits that you want to remain white. Now you can just like score into it, which I would suggest when you're trying to cut things out, just score into it, peel a layer off, and that's all you really need to do. But you can also score into it as in to create your mark making as well. So it doesn't have to just be blocks of black, white. You can create those tones of grey using your hatching and your cross hatching as well. Okay, good thing to do while you're doing this is to test that it's actually working. So grab a piece of paper and just do a rubbing of it. So you can see there, rubbing's coming out all right. The next step is to apply it with apply some PVA glue to it. I've already done that as well, but I would suggest 2 or 3 coats. This is just to stop the ink kind of being absorbed by your plate and then not printing as well. So I'd say 2 coats should be enough, but if you want to play on the safe side, maybe do 3. And then you can leave that to dry, and when it's done so, you can start printing from it. Right, I think that this is now mostly dry. I'm only going to use a water-based ink for this because I can't be bothered to clean up the oil-based stuff. I'll put a generous serving down, roll it out on my table. Luckily, as it is water-based, it is really easy to clean. The oil-based stuff takes forever. I'm just going to make sure the whole of my roller is covered with ink. It's not about just rolling back and forth. You want to make sure you're lifting it, spread that ink out, and then start applying it. Right, so next step is to print it. Now normally the first printing kind of sucks. The extra layer of ink does kind of help. I would normally have like a registration plate down, but again, I'm trying to save time here. And I normally would use our press, but I understand obviously not everyone's going to have a printing press. So I'll put that there. Now you can use the wooden spoon technique if you Google that. It's pretty straightforward. And then if you're lucky enough, just get yourself a Baron. These are really good if you haven't got a press for getting a nice print. But you really do need to put a lot of weight behind it. And then there you have it, Collagraph print.